Excuse me for the background noise. It's freaking raining. Let me show you. Check this out. So the background noise is coming from that. And as you can tell, I'm in my classic, like tucked in the corner kind of spot at my job. So I want this to be like to the point and I guess as short as I can make it. I don't want to really drag it. But as y'all can tell, it's been quite a while since we last spoke. So specifically, I'm calling this like 1700, you know, give or take. I may make adjustments. So the title and the topic of this video is basically just kind of a reflection throughout the year. I do want to first say that I do appreciate everybody who's been watching and going on this journey with me. Highly appreciate it. And I absolutely love the support so far. And I definitely intend to diversify and to increase the efforts. Especially, you know, just kind of looking at how progress has been going in November. So let's, first I want to also explain why I've been gone for so long. So initially, like all of the time minus the past week, well, yeah, really about the past week, has been filled with a bunch of like requests for my PsychoTutor services that you can find on my website. I was consistently going back and forth with completing a bunch of different requests for my customers. And as much as I do want to remain consistent with, you know, with YouTube and with the relationship that I'm building with all of you, but I also want to make it a known point with everybody who supported me on the other end that's actually, you know, helping me with my financial situation. I want to also acknowledge and thank those who have been supporting me with the financial aspect by making sure I was giving them the quality and the efficiency that I said I'm going to, you know, provide in my business. So that comes with that. The reason why I'm calling this 1700 plus is because it is a reflection of how you can take anything that you want to do, a hustle, a grind, or whatever you want to call it. You can take absolutely anything that is a task or a product or anything that is concrete of some extent. You can take it and you can create like income off of it. And I've been learning that this year, especially throughout the fall. So initially with me, PsychoTutor services is my services of writing articles and providing information that could be used for educational or whatever the given purpose of my customers. So I can go from resumes to PowerPoints to even starting like creating basic websites if necessary. And I plan on adding to my website to where it's more specific and, you know, it's more self-serving to where it provides less need for questions. So this particular bracket of the like year coming into January, so anywhere between August to December has been like the bracket where the efficiency has been taken to the next level. I've taken something that usually, especially in the conversation of creating income off of freaking anything, is usually a niche of creating income off of something that people don't want to do and don't probably have time for, or creating something that you do consistently well, better than the average person. And that way you create the demand by somewhat of approving yourself. So in my situation, the reason why the PsychoTutor services came to exist is because initially I was writing papers all the way back in middle school, and it was very cheap. Like it was like I would do a paper for $20 or something. And I don't promote plagiarism, but I do acknowledge on my website that, you know, anything that I'm doing, I being the businessman, the freelancer, do not hold any responsibility for the use of my customers. They are completely on their own upon making the agreement on the payment. So to continue, I digress. It started from middle school. I would do it for 20 because, you know, I didn't have a job. I didn't even know how a job was structured. So I did it from that approach. And upon going through that way, over time, I would only do it when people brought it up. I would do projects for $30, $40, you know, upon people bringing it up. I didn't know the idea of business. It was just the idea that if you come to me, I have the time, I'm going to do it. I want the extra money. So it came around to college, same story. I did it when people saw, oh, he got an A, he makes it seem easy. It really comes as light work to him. I'm sure it's not too much trouble. I have the money that he probably doesn't have. He has the time that I probably don't have, but he surely has the skill. Let me go ahead and give him the money for it. So it came around to that. So it came around to, you know, me starting the PsychoTutor back in April. Honestly, I was very nervous about that, but it's overall so far so good. So as I continue that, and I continue to establish a relationship with all of you, um, it comes around to the idea where I was like, each semester it got into where people would come back to me more consistently. So it was almost like a customer freelancer relationship already. But I didn't take it like that. It was just like, okay, it's a little hustle or whatever. I would make $200 on at a minimum. I would make like maybe $150 to $300 a semester. So when it came to the PsychoTutor, I'm building the brand for the PsychoTutor. I'm creating different ideas. I'm testing stuff out. I'm enjoying myself and pressuring myself to keep consistent. I'm pressuring myself to keep the ideas coming. I'm pressuring myself to provide free content and free information that can be life changing or beneficial. So as I continue through that, it comes around to where the advice comes in what everybody here. So this fall, I get the idea from a coworker. He was like, "You already writing papers. Why not put it on? Why not add it to your website?" And I thought about it. I'm like, "You're freaking right. Like, so many businesses are already doing that." So I always considered making it separate, but the PsychoTutor as a whole, as a name brand, I wanted to become so commercialized, so family oriented, so openly, readily available to everybody that I decided to add the writing and the book recommendations of books that I am or have or will be reading, and also adding the YouTube content. I wanted to put it all together in one. So thanks to that, that's when I told myself, let's everything that I'm already charging people, let's put it on my website. Let's really take this to the next level. So boom, I make the website. I get the price bracket set up, and I changed my entire approach on how I communicate with my customers. Now it's more, hey, I'll do it for this. Next time I do it for that. No, it's more like, okay, I got specific prices. Everything that I'm charging is based off those prices. And to the pleasure of many customers, I've been pretty generous with making adjustments based off the holiday season. Like, it's Christmas, paper might be $30, $40. I might cut you a 50% deal. I might do it for $20 because it's really not that much work, and I really do have a good time. And I'm gonna be flexible with you. And it's not exactly how a business is supposed to be run, but I wanted to cater to the customers. So overall, the reason why it's called 1700 plus is because I went from making 150 to 300 over a 3 to 4 month period to making over 1700. I know I'm past 18. I don't know specifically where, but I know of them around the 17 to 1900 bracket. So I have went over the mark over 6 times within one semester over a few month time period, and it's making tangible that this can be something that can replace a job, or it can become something that's full time, and I can take you all serious to the next step. I can get equipment, I can take time to the side, and I can really make this I can make this in my knowledge and my brain and my effort and my passion and my love. I can take all of this and I can make it a regular everyday thing. I can already do it now, but I can take the editing and the quality and the passion of really taking every bit of every video as serious as people take movies. So that's pretty much the gist of it. Overall, I have taken the idea of what other people have realized I'm good at, and I have flipped it into something that everyone can benefit off of and everyone can learn from, and I can tutor, and everybody can become more educated and more conscious aware. And with that, I feel accomplished. I actually, I have relationships, and I have established rapport with people that I have never seen before, and they have come to recognize me as a brand where I'm beneficial, I'm helpful, and I'm able to make small changes that can lead them in a positive direction. So with that, I know for sure that given the situation of all of those years passing by and me taking of everything that everybody told me was good, I'm sure everybody got something out there they can do too. And one thing I learned before I close out is that everything that you can't make money off of in person, you can easily figure out how to do it through a computer or through a phone or something like that. Online will freaking buy or sell or reciprocate anything you put into it, no matter how long it takes. So with that being said, it's pretty late, and weirdly enough, I don't really care much. It's a check. It's a PsychoTutor getting back to work. Peace.